Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I was due in Nashville, Tennessee, and today on the Hermitcraft in my Redstone lab, I'm going to show you how to do something really important. I'm going to show you how to properly panoplize yourself in a 1960s era vintage Batman costume. First thing you'll want to do, start getting some cowls together. In layman's terms, they're called leather caps. Now, the vintage Batman leather cowl is a combination of blue and black. So, there we go. Boom. Properly cowled. I can now apply a similar dye to the shoes. There we go. Nice and dark blue leather dye. Now, that's cool and all. But now, you got to remember, for the proper Caped Crusader here, we're going to need now to combine a little bit of bone meal, a little bit of ink sac for that nice dark gray look. So we now have our leather pants. Oh, nope, don't want to wear that leather tunic until it's been dyed too. So we get our 2-to-1 ratio of gray. There we go. Look at that. Now I'm a proper Batman. I'm ready to throw some batarangs or iron axes. Well, whatever. I'll get batarangs later. Now, that was fun, making that armor and all. But you know what? It's really just not the same thing, you know, getting dressed up as Batman in, you know, with your arms and your inventory, when really what you want to do is you want to slide down a pole and get dressed as Batman. Now, right now we got a pole. It doesn't really dress us up like Batman, though. How can we fix that? Well, for one thing, we're going to want to hook up a redstone little tripwire here to the pole. Oh no, I've found the string. The string is the thing to capture this. Oh no, we have put the string in the wrong place. Do not want to do that. It is not the thing for that. Okay. Do not want to leave that string there. Okay, why isn't this triggering now? We might actually have to break these blocks too. Do we? Yes, possibly. Oh, string, you are so mysterious. Teach me your ways. Okay. So we put this string here. We put this string here. Boom. Now that links. Now, what we're going to want to do is run a current out of each of these tripwires here into various panoplizers. In this case, we're going to want to feed that into 2 dispensers that will, or several dispensers actually, but we'll start with 2 that will get me dressed. So, if I just put this here and here, and now I come around like so, and run one of those down to there, one of those up to here. I think that's going to activate both of them. Let me see. Let's just quickly throw some beef in that top one. Nope, it's not dispensing. So, we will... I gotta say, I always hate these silly redstone runaround paths we have to take in order to, you know, make it happen. Okay, so, now if we just move that one and add that there, we can now add a beautiful little torch here in the middle. Okay, so now that throws beef. That's step 1. Step 1 to being Batman. Get beef thrown at you. Actually, what we want to do now is let's go ahead and remove our armor here. Now, if I put this here and this here, technically, if I'm standing in front of it when it's activated... Wait, that doesn't equip automatically onto my body? Really? Boom! There we go. Now it equipped... Okay, so I have to be standing directly in front of it here for that to work. So, luckily, though, this will channel me properly through here. So let's go ahead and break that, and we can add our pants here and our boots here. Now that we have our armor dispenser figured out, what we want to do is extend this redstone signal here through to this NOT gate, which will then knock out the floor beneath the pole. So I think that I'm going to want to go ahead and add a nice little cobblestone block here, the classiest of all blocks, of course. And can we just run that onto there so that... Huh. Why did that not withdraw the piston? Okay, so apparently this piston is getting additional power, or a separate signal from here, maybe? So if I knock out this right here, this block here, maybe that'll fix the problem? No. Okay, is that just communicating downward somehow? Some sort of magic? Because if I get rid of that... Yes, okay, so the tripwire hook is definitely powering the piston there. So that's interesting. That is good to know. I guess one thing we could do is possibly move the piston underneath to the other side, or... I think our best bet's probably going to be to just extend the tripwire hook. So let's grab us some extra string, and I'll be right back. I am back with more string. Hopefully this will catch me. Thanks. Okay, so new plan. Okay, well, that was unacceptable. Let's just go around this way and add the string and make this happen. Having dug an additional recess here, this string now no longer tripwire triggers this piston. But we still need to figure this out such that it has a reasonable delay, because we need to make sure that the stuff gets dispensed before the piston comes out. So, in the interest of making this as efficient as possible, why don't we go ahead and put that like there? Well, actually, if I set this here, will the redstone torch carry that current through? Okay, so what we're going to do is put that there. Okay, great. So now, those two will dispense before that goes through. I think ideally what I want to do here is actually... I like the idea of having the pole go the whole way, but I think that I'm going to have to cut into this and set up the other two dispensers here in a similar configuration to what we had right there. So let's go ahead and wall that in temporarily, such that we have a backstop against which to place this and this. And now we will just come around here real smoothly and stealthily so the game doesn't know what hit it. And we will set up a parallel circuit to that one. So we've got one thing that goes straight down here, and then we got one that goes around up here to the top. Boom. Great. So that now triggers all four of these simultaneously, which means I can now go ahead and set up my panoplizer to fully dress me to be the successor to the kid from Batman Begins, or the predecessor to the guy from Batman Beyond. So here we go. I like to think that I occupy an interesting niche in the Batman continuity. Anyway, so we can now just teleport up here. If I wanted to get really clever, I would not do that, for one thing. I was going to say, if I wanted to get really clever, what I could do is set this up, too, so there's like a bookcase in front of here, and the pole only comes, like the bookcase moves, and you can only find the pole after you, like, hit a few keys on the piano, or, yeah, like I could have a piano floor, and you have to play that, or I'd have to, like, hit a tripwire box or something, like that has a sculpture of a head on top of it. And at this point, I'm just kind of waiting for my hearts to regenerate, because I don't think I can survive this fall. But maybe I can. Boom! Batmanified. Probably should have done that in the third person. Let's go again. Oh yeah, we gotta take all the stuff off, because I didn't. Now, if you wanted to do this, like, awesomely and for real, what you'd want to do is actually go ahead and set this up so you had, like, 9 helmets in one of them and 9 boots, not just one set of each. That would be way cooler and smarter. Alright, so let's see if, despite these incredibly finicky camera controls, I can just jump down this cliff and come out the Cape Crusader. Okay, yeah, left and right are reversed. Boom! Batman! Ta-da! And you can do this with any sort of superhero you want. You can make a phone booth that you run into and 2 of the walls are dispensers that turn you into Clark Kent. You could make one a similar pole where you come out as Robin or Batgirl. I don't know if she had a pole in the 60s thing, but, you know, later series had them, maybe. And you can turn into the Rain Man if you make a lot of rain. That's terrible. Stupid rain. Anyway, I wish I had a superhero power where I could just turn that off at any time. One day I'll be Storm. But I don't think she had a pole. Well, whatever. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.